Hi boys and girls. The next cursive writing stroke that you guys are going to learn is called the down curve. So last time we went up, but this time we're going to start at the top and curve our lines down. So I have some practice for you at first. The worksheet that you guys will see that I attached to the email has some down curve practice. So the shorter ones start at the middle and go down, and the taller ones start at the top and curve down. So it's just a curvy line. So just like this, it curves just a little bit. There we go. So you can practice if you would like a row of the shorter curves. And if you want, you can practice a row of the taller curves. And you can actually do that as much as you want. So one of the first lowercase letters that has a down curve is the letter A in script or cursive writing. So the A kind of looks very similar to a regular A in print, but like the other ones, it gets fancy because it has a little tail at the end. So we start at the middle like we do for a regular lowercase a. We curve down, don't pick up your pencil, and add that little tail over there. So you're going to curve down, come back up, don't pick up your pencil, and keep going. So you're going to do that for all of your lowercase a's. Make sure that that tail that we're calling it goes all the way up to the middle line to finish your letter. You can do these as many times as you would like. A lowercase c kind of starts here, goes up and around, and goes right to the middle. So it goes up and around. And that one also ends at the middle line when you're all finished, just like that. Lowercase d starts at the middle. It curves around, it goes all the way up without picking up your pencil. Trace the line back down and stop right at that middle line. So you can curve around and down and then go straight up, trace it back down, and stop at the middle. So you can practice your lowercase d's however many times you would like. And then we have lowercase g. So we're going to curve around. Now this is almost the same as our regular G, but once you get to the top, you're going to trace it down, and instead of just ending like we usually do, you're going to loop around and come back up and stop at that middle line. So you're going to curve around, you're going to go down, make a loop, and come back up. It's very tricky getting the hang of making the loops to make the loops go the right way, so you might need to do this slowly and practice it a few times in a row. So we're going to go down, we're going to go underneath the line and back up to the center. Alrighty, and now we have a lowercase o. So it's very similar to the regular O that you guys are used to making. It just has that little fancy little curly Q up there. So we make an O, and we add that little tail. So without picking up your pencil, you can make an O and add that little bit up there. These are fun to make because they're super easy. Alrighty, and now Q. Q is just like a G, except the bubble, when you make the loop, it goes the opposite way. So you're going to start off just like a G. You're going to go around, and then you're going to make your line down, but then you're going to go backwards and back up. So instead of making your loop this way, you're going to come backwards and then make it up. So let's do it again really slow. So I'm coming around, coming back up, I'm coming down, and back up. Q's are a little tough. So it goes around, we're going to go down, make a backwards bubble, and back up to the line. around, all the way down, come back up, and stop at the line. And then we have a couple capital letters that also start with a down curve. So we have our A. We come around, we start at the top, go around, go all the way down, all the way back up. Without picking up your pencil, you're going to trace that line back down and then stop at the middle line. So it looks like one of your lowercase a's, except it's capital, so it starts at the top, but they're very similar to each other. Alrighty. Next we have a C. So the C in this one actually looks a lot different from the C that I was taught when I was little. So all, like I said in the last video, all the different programs have different ways that they make their cursive letters. So I actually remember doing mine with that little curly Q up top, but then the program that we're using right now just does straight little lines. So you can ask your parents what they used to make for their capital letters. Some of them might look a little different than the program we're using, but they're mostly similar, so you can choose if you want to add a little loop or not to make yours fancy. So for a C, you're just going to do a little line, and you're going to curve down and back up and stop at the middle. So it goes down and right to the middle. So here's one with a little loop, if you would like to try it. Goes around and then down and up. Okay, then we have capital D. This one's a little tricky to make, but it is a lot of fun once you get the hang of it. For capital D, you're going to start at the top. You're going to go straight down. You're going to make a little loop. And then you're going to go all the way back up and make another loop. So I'll show you that really slow again. So you're going to go down. You're going to make a little loop. You're going to make sure you're touching the bottom line, go all the way back up to the top line, and add a little loop when you're done. So you go down, make a loop, come back up, make a loop. Go down, make a loop, come back up and make a loop. And those are our capital D's in cursive. Okay, and then we have two more capital letters for the down curve today. So we have a capital E, which is a little loop, and then another loop, and up. So it's a lot of loops for that. So the program, like I said before, this one just has a little line. I think when I was younger, I had a little loop up there, so you can decide which one you like best, but they're still E's. So there's a loop in the middle, and then you end it right at the end like that. So you do a little line, a little loop, and come back up. So there are our capital E's. And then another fun one is capital O, and it starts at the top. You can make a normal one and then add a fancy little tail up top. A fun little curly Q. So that one, you can just make lots of circles on this. Alrighty, so have fun making your down curve cursive letters.